We walk along town, trying to find the cafe we used to visit occasionally. That is, before we stopped walking to school together. Ah, here we are. Uncle Mugen's. We step inside, noticing the slight difference in temperature. The smell of donuts and coffee is in the air. We quickly find a table, waiting for the barista to take our order. After doing so, we wait patiently for it to arrive. Sayori doesn't seem as thrilled to be here as I thought she'd be. She has lost much of her previous enthusiasm as she silently listens to the music coming from the cafe's speakers. So, are you sure there isn't something you're not telling me?
It's probably better that I don't tell you. There's space here.
Why not?
It might cause problems.
What kind of problems?
Bittersweet problems.
Sayori, just tell me what it is.
I will in a bit.
Okay then. We sip our drinks in silence, with Sayori eating her donuts at a much slower pace than I'd ever think she would. By the time we get ready to go, we only have an hour or two before the sun goes down. We arrive at the park, and memories flood back from when we were younger. It honestly hasn't changed much since then. Little kids play in the distance, and we see a perfect spot right by the lake. We sit down, staring out at the calm waters. I attempt to skip a rock, but it flops into the water and sinks immediately. Sayori seems like she's working up the courage or something. She takes a deep breath.
Hey, Eli?
Yeah?
Did you have fun today?
You mean at the club? I guess so, even if I still have to get used to being there.
So, you've decided to stay?
I guess so, yeah. Where exactly is this going?
Well, I've been thinking a lot lately about something pretty scary.
Scary?
You probably don't understand. Unless you've thought about it too. I guess I should probably just come out and say it. Since this is probably the only time I'll let myself. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life.
Every individual piece of the world seems to slow down and freeze with the look she gives me. My brain fails to process what my ears are hearing. Every part of me screams out that I need to wake up. But I already am awake. Sometimes life throws you curveballs. And sometimes the ones you never think about are the ones that come your way. Sayori.
Did you know that? Why do you think I'll always like to catch up to you when we walk to school? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? If I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Eli. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bad being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Another scary feeling. One that's much better. But sometimes I think it might actually be worse. That's why I didn't want to tell you anything. But today it's been especially cloudy. And I knew you weren't going to let it go. You just care too much.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Eli. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. And I started thinking about you too much.
Is this what Sayori's mom meant? Did Sayori... Hey, Sayori. Sayori, is this about me? I'll admit, I never saw this coming. The depression was itself enough of a surprise. And what she's saying right now... It feels like my entire world has been flipped upside down. Sayori, this is a lot. But I want you to know, I'm here for you, no matter what happens. If I can do anything to make your day better, then I'll do it. I'm here, always. I embrace her, trying my best to convey how much I care. I know how much it must hurt. after what she just said. I'm almost worried if what I'm doing now is more harm than good. But that can't be true. Could it? No, she needs to know. There are people willing to help. For her sake. I would have offered to stay, but I knew that wouldn't help. What she needs right now is to talk with her mother. Speaking of which, I'm not even sure if her mother knows. I'm not sure where to go from here, especially since I know that she'll act as if nothing happened tomorrow. At least in front of the others. I know. Maybe I should try and research it. Maybe it can help. I walk inside my empty house. My parents are usually away, so I have the house to myself. Usually it's nice. But right now I'm reminded that I'm alone. I wonder, is this how Sayori feels? I'm tired. I have so many things to think about. But right now I'm mentally exhausted. And emotionally. Tears fall down my eyes as I remember how scared she looked at the lake. But I will be there, always. Sadness over. Another day at the club. Monica plans to inform everyone about the festival plans today. From what she said, it doesn't seem like Natsuki or Yuri will appreciate the news. I can't bring myself to look at Sayori without feeling awkward. I mean, how do you just tell someone that and then expect them to just forget about it? Statement on a question. Speaking of Sayori, she's back to her usual self. Her usual self? What am I even saying?
Hey, Eli.
Hi, Sayori. Listen, can I talk to you about something? Statement on a question.
Sure, I guess.
Okay, hold on a sec. I walk up to Monica, telling her that I'm heading to talk to Sayori outside the club room and that I'd be back in a few minutes. Now that we're actually here, I struggle to come up with the words I need to tell her. I just wanted to know if we're okay, or if you were okay.
You don't need to worry about me. Honestly, it just makes things more confusing.
I care a lot about you, Sayori. That's not going to change. Friends are supposed with a D, to care about each other's well-being. Otherwise, what's the point? But this has been one-sided, and I want to change that. I want to help you, Sayori, please. Can you try to understand what you mean? You're not just my friend. We've been through everything together, and I'm sorry that I haven't been there for you lately. Sayori, Oh, I can't say that. Not when I know it means something different for her. It does mean something different for me, doesn't it? Honestly, I've never thought about Sayori like that. Not until that first club meeting. Now I can't think about that. Not right now. I want to help you get through this. Will you trust me?
I trust you. When you're here with me, I feel like things can get better.
Can I show you something Saturday night?
Okay.
Hey, what's up? Did you tell them?
Well, they didn't take the news so well, but we came to a compromise. Natsuki's going to be making cupcakes, and Yuri's going to be making some banners, and she mentioned something about aromatherapy. So Yuri and I are going to be designing and printing out some pamphlets. As for you, well, I don't have anything for you to do, so you can help Natsuki or Yuri.
Actually, Monica, would you mind if I helped Sayori with the pamphlets?
Well, they need to be designed in a very specific way. But I'm guessing this isn't really about the pamphlets, is it? Tell you what, how about I get Yuri to help me with the pamphlets, and you and Sayori can do the banners?
But what about...
Yuri will still be able to do her aromatherapy thing, don't sweat it.
Wow. Thanks, Monica.
Hey, Hallie, I'm counting on you.
After Monica explains the change in plans and everyone understands their assignments, we head home. We head into town to grab the supplies we are needed for the banners. Apparently the festival is not for a few days, but Sayori suggested we might as well get them now. I have a feeling it was just an excuse to do something. It's not like we're the busiest people. I wonder if fun is just an escape for her. Or maybe it's just something to do like it is for me. Or faux me. We get the supplies and begin the walk to my house. Since I have some room and Sayori wants to come over to work on it, we're putting the supplies in my house. I walk Sayori home, wondering every step of the way if this is hurting as much as it is helping. I thought we were going to my house. I technically didn't reject her confession, but I might as well have. Not that it really qualified that much as a confession. But now that I don't have Sayori with me, I'm back to my previous thought on our relationship. We're friends, of course, but she's the only one I talk to outside the club. Not that I don't plan on changing that, but I can't help thinking, To anyone on the outside, it probably would look like we were more than that. Guy, it's been 2 days. And they wouldn't be that far off. She wants that. The question is, do I? Do I? No, it's wrong to think like that. Even if I did, that's not what she needs. She needs support. Even if I do want that, it's not an expectation. With that, I began looking for a qualified therapist in the area. She probably won't have to go to therapy, but I might as well be prepared. I think that's what a good friend would do, right? With so many thoughts running through my mind, I haven't even got to reading Gary's book. A horror book, was it? Well, it's not like I have much else to do. I suppose I'll start on that. What the hell? Where am I? In the cafe? Also, I didn't mention it before, but hey, it's that casual sprite whimsy I made. It's nice to see you in the mod. What kind of friend are you? You just left her hanging. You disgust me, Eli. Who the hell are you? You really are stupid. It's Sayori! My other self runs out of the burning cafe, which surprisingly has not affected either of us. As soon as I run out, I find myself in Sayori's living room. I run upstairs and pound on her door. Sayori! No answer. I don't waste any more time. I grab the doorknob. It twists rather easily. It's not locked. I gently open the door. Oh no, she hanged herself. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. I take a closer look. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I asked her to trust me, to believe in me. She wouldn't do this. She wouldn't. Is this a sign? Should I have accepted her feelings? Or maybe this is what will happen if I do accept her feelings. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and noticed how much she was hurting inside, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can or do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never! Ah! All a dream. But I knew that. Yet, I still can't get rid of these thoughts. What is going on with me? I head downstairs and turn on the light. Okay, now we're good. Raining, huh? It's like the world is mocking me. I grab my phone and wait until the morning comes. I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. Oh, a text from Sayori.
Good night, Eli. Sweet dreams.
You know what? Fuck you, world. Well, too late to text her now. Might as well just listen to some music. Morning finally comes. The rain is still pouring, but it looks like it will clear up in a bit. The memory of the nightmare is still fresh in my mind. People have a lot of things they'd consider a biggest fear. But this is my biggest fear. Like a real fear, not a phobia or mild paranoia. Losing my best friend. I think that maybe I shouldn't wait for her to come chasing after me this time. There's been enough of that. I ring the doorbell. After a minute, I hear the distinct sounds of someone running up to the door.
Who is it? Oh, Harry. Why are you here?
I was going to wait for Sayori. Is she up yet?
Not yet. But you can go and wake her up if you want.
Oh, okay. I see Sayori sleeping peacefully on her bed, with her eyes open. She almost seems like a different person, at least compared to the mask she wears around everybody. I push the hair out of her eyes. She breathes softly as her eyes twitch. She's dreaming. Or maybe a nightmare? Or maybe just thinking? Hard to say. I gently shake her until she wakes up. Wake up, Sayori. Good morning.
Huh? Is that you, Eli?
It's time for breakfast, Sayori.
Huh? Yay! What are you doing here, Eli?
I came to wake you up. Sorta. I didn't want you to have to run after me again. It's better that you start coming to school on time.
Is that it?
That's it. Well, maybe not all of it, but she doesn't need to know that. I'll go downstairs while you change into your uniform. Sayori's mom makes breakfast as I sit at the table. She gives me a weird look. Probably for coming over this early. Or maybe it has something to do with me waking Sayori up. I wonder how much she actually knows about Sayori. Is she aware of her daughter's depression? I shake that thought from my mind and focus on having a normal day. I need one after that nightmare. Soon I hear Sayori come from upstairs.
I'm here!
We begin eating our breakfast. As expected, most of it is on Sayori's plate. After that, we start the walks to school. This time, the time spent wheelking is unusually quiet. A peaceful quiet, however. I think this is what she was talking about. Everything as it always is. But how long can we keep that up? Knowing what we know. Another day, another discussion about poems and books. I decide I should actually spend some time with the other club members. I haven't really been doing much besides writing poems anyway. Hey, Yuri.
Hallie, can I help you with something? Statement, not a question.
I just wanted to discuss the book with you for a sec.
Oh, you mean Portrait of Markov?
Oh yeah, that one. It's pretty good so far. I haven't gotten that much time to read it, though. I've been preoccupied.
With Sayori?
Not exactly. It's not my place to tell her. Anyway, the book has a lot of good imagery and it presents a nice atmosphere. It might be a new favorite of mine. Not that I'm much of a reader, haha.
Maybe we could read a book together sometime.
Sure, that sounds fun. Just let me know what kind of book we should get. I'll grab a couple copies from the library.
So, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part? I guess I'd have to say when... And so they talked. I decide I'll talk to Natsuki while I still have time. Hi, Natsuki.
Oh, hey, Hallie. Can I help you?
I heard from Sayori that you like manga.
What's it to you?
No, I just meant that I wanted to ask you what manga you've read.
You're actually interested in my manga tastes?
I guess I am.
You ever heard of Parfait Girls?
Can't say that I have, actually. Natsuki picks up a manga with 4 colorful girls on the cover page.
Well, let me show you the first few chapters. Okay, everyone. Time to share poems.
Once more, we take turns sharing poems. Mine is as amateur as ever, especially since I've been preoccupied with trying to find a way to help Sayori. Monika's is way too abstract for me to make sense of. Yuri's is really metaphorical, and it takes me a while to decipher its meaning. I think it's supposed to be about weird hobbies or guilty pleasures. Natsuki's, which is far simpler in comparison, seems to have a similar message. Sayori's, though. Oh, it's actually different this time. Alright, hold on. We'll read this one.
Mr. Sun! Mr. Sun comes to wake me up. He shines throughout my whole day. Mr. Sun brightens the world. He makes the rain clouds go away. Golden rays beam through my window. They bring light for me to see. That he's always there waiting, watching over me. Mr. Sun makes me laugh. Mr. Sun makes me smile. Mr. Sun gives me something to go on for a while. Miss Moon, she reflects his light. Miss Moon, she's sometimes bright. Miss Moon, she's there at night. Until Mr. Sun comes to wake me up.
This poem, it makes me happy. I promise to write a really good poem next time, to show what my life is like when she's around. Sayori and I walk back home as usual. Hey Sayori, have you ever thought about, telling them?
Telling who what?
Telling the others about your situation.
My situation?
I don't have a choice. It's my understanding this mod has good endings and bad endings, so, I'm gonna guess this is the bad ending. Never mind, Sayori. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yup.
Dodging the conversation, I pace around the room, not knowing what to do. I look back at my text from Sayori.
Be over and up you.
I debate turning on the TV. I probably wouldn't get to watch more than 2 minutes of anything. She lives pretty close after all. I promised to show her something tonight. Hopefully it'll make her see things differently. She's here. I open the door to see her standing there, happy as can be. Hey, Sayori.
Hey, Eli.
Hey, you ready to go?